Choosing between a lover and a spouse. Hey guys, my name is Danny and I'm your life and relationship coach. And today I wanted to talk to you guys about choosing between a lover and a spouse. I know that this can be an incredibly difficult decision and an incredibly difficult circumstance that you are currently in. I am not here to tell you which one you should choose because every circumstance and every situation is different. But what I can do is provide you with some insight and some questions to ask yourself in order to come to a decision that you will not regret. Because the biggest part of all of this is making sure that you don't regret the decision that you are making. So, without further ado, let's get started. Number one, short-term goals versus long-term goals. If you are in this situation, then there are probably a multitude of reasons for why you're here, why you got to this place. Maybe it's that you are unhappy in your relationship. Maybe it was a one-night type of situation that grew and developed into something more than you were anticipating. Either way, what you need to do in this situation is to take a step back and think about your short-term goals and your long-term goals. Short-term goals usually in situations in regards to relationships and making decisions like this are not always the best because they come from a place of instant gratification. You are looking for that feel-good thing in the moment. And it may not necessarily turn out the way that you are anticipating or the way that you are thinking in the long run. Because also keep in mind, if you are currently in a relationship and you are seeing somebody else, then you are not fully able to invest all of your emotions and all of yourself into either one of the relationships. So you're not truly living and being in an authentic relationship in either circumstance. So it can be very difficult for you to make a rational decision at this point. For me, I always say, think of the long-term goals. What is going to benefit you in the long run? If you were in a relationship in which you felt that you were missing certain things, certain aspects that are important to you, intimacy, communication, did you try to work on those things in your relationship, or did you just decide to search for it somewhere else, or vice versa? Did your spouse decide to search for it somewhere else? If that is the case, then the long-term goal should be to try and work and fix your current relationship. Step two, taking a step back. Taking a step back is absolutely crucial in this moment. You have to be able to take time for yourself and create space so that you actually have the ability to ask yourself the tough questions, to go internally and to ask yourself, why am I doing this? Why was I so unhappy in my relationship that I went outside of my relationship? Is this extramarital relationship worth it? All these questions you will not be able to ask yourself if you are in the thick of it. Self-awareness is key. Understanding how you work emotionally, mentally, spiritually, all of those things will be a part of your process in understanding what decision you should make. And like I said before, I'm not here to specifically tell you what you should do, whether you should choose your relationship or whether you should choose the person that you are currently seeing on the side. But at the end of the day, you have to be the person who makes that decision and you have to come to the right decision. And in order to do that, you have to be able to spend time with yourself. Number three, avoiding regrets. This is the biggest one, and the one that I urge you to take as much time as possible to really think about, because the last thing that you want is to have regrets around the decision that you made. So, if you choose to leave the relationship or to stay in the relationship, you have to make sure that the decision that you are making is a decision that you will not regret. Maybe there's kids involved. Maybe you've been in this relationship for an incredibly long time, and you guys have built a strong foundation and a life together, and this was just a mistake. Understand that that guilt is something that you will have to live with for the rest of your life. So please make sure that you are taking the time to really consider all of the options and make the conscious decision so that you don't live with regrets. And finally, have compassion for yourself. Having compassion for yourself is so important, because if you beat yourself down, if you make yourself feel guilty beyond what you need to in this situation, I'm not saying that you should not have remorse and that you should not feel guilty about the situation, or vice versa. If your spouse is the one who is having an extramarital relationship, there should be a level of guilt and remorse, but you should also have compassion for yourself, because if you do not have compassion for yourself, all you will do is make yourself feel bad, feel horrible, and you cannot make a rational decision when you are feeling that way. So have compassion for yourself. We are human. We make mistakes. If you are struggling with making this decision, like I said before, at the base, at the foundation of a majority of the issues within relationships is the lack of self-awareness. Self-awareness is key in understanding yourself, understanding how you work, your emotions, your mentality, your physicality, your spirituality. All of these things play important roles in a successful relationship. And if you need more help in becoming self-aware, please make sure you click on the private video below. I have created a training, a program that will teach you how to become more self-aware, and in turn, it will help you have a successful relationship. If you related to this content, please make sure you are hitting the like or the subscribe button below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you guys have experienced a similar situation, or if you guys have more questions, please put them in the comments down below. I would love to hear it. If you feel like you need more information or you need a little bit more clarity, please make sure you visit us at happilycommitted.com, where we have a multitude of different articles and blogs related to this subject and several other subjects as well. You can also book a one-on-one coaching session with myself or any of the amazing coaches on the team. Again, my name is Danny, and I'm your life and relationship coach. I hope you guys are staying happy and healthy, and I hope to see you guys soon.